Good day, folks. This is Omar Hosea, the servant. How you doing today? Just went through the Sabbath. While I'm getting this together and doing this on the fly, Father, when we ask your name, in Yeshua's name, by the power of your Holy Spirit, that we be able to speak and find these scriptures and these notes and open up our minds together, Father. Maybe we'll find our way to you, Father. Father Yah, we ask you that you would protect us from our own ignorance and from our own thoughts, but let it be a universal truth. For you said that truth can stand on its own. All we have to do is be willing to tell it. And the Holy Name, I ask and pray for your approval, and we ask for permission. Shalom. Alright, in the meantime, I'm looking for this real quick. I was in the shower this past week, and someone kept telling me, kill myself. You're not worthy, you're not worthy. I had already made the video. I had already made 2 videos yesterday night, but it didn't feel right, and so I'm more of a based spirit now, so I can really get this in and show you guys what's happened to us, what's happened to you. And what's so beautiful that I'm here at the page, I believe. Yeah. And so, one, I want to show you in this book, this Bible system. Church word refers to the congregation. So this is a congregation. It also says, no further, generations guided control and interest, the whole by delegating voice and responsibility. Those amongst the number who seem most worthy. There's another one I have in here. It is the monarchical forms of organizations under papacy and divine authority. It is claimed to vest in the vicegerent of God upon earth and the Bishop of Rome, Pope. Sitting there, if you flip the screen, you can find it in this. And it says, another part it says, it was a name importing duty more than honor and not a title. So that's like, yeah, the church, episcopacy. There's some more too. I hope I can find this word, Ichipus, right here. Christians. The name was first given to the disciples at Antioch. They changed their name. And so they changed the name of the God of Israel's name too, for their gods. So don't forget, because there's many nations. So how we know? Now they get the names changed according to others in AD 34 and 42. Acts 11, 26, 28, chapter 26, 28. 1 Peter 4, chapter 4, 16. But also, this other one got Christ. False persons pretending to be the Christ. No less than 24 such impostors have made their appearance in different times. Then you get messiahship. There has been a great expenditure of blood and treasure. The first of these, called Kaziba, C-A-Z-I-B-A, or Barachibu, lived in an early period in the 2nd century of the Christian era. And you have this guy named Mordecai, a Jew living in Germany in 1862, who misled a lot of Germans. Well, it's right there. So it gets us to this right here. About this spiritual famine. And there's in Amos chapter 26. Excuse my tongue. In Amos 6, about how Judah and all the 12 tribes of Israel are treating the other brother, which is Joseph. And so as long as we keep fighting amongst ourselves, the enemy is going to always have his foot on our backs. But also, those of you Israelites who want to keep living like these nations, you'll be cleaned out too. You'll be cut off the vine, and and you'll be thrown off. And those of you who've been cut off the vine, who was part of the natural vine, will be thrown off. It would be something that would be mended on. You know? So how you know that? And this is in the book of Amos, large print, international version. And this says, you dine on choice lamb, fighting calves. You strum away on your harps like David and improvise with musical instruments. Much as y'all like to rap and sing and all that. We got about drink wine by the bowlful. We know how y'all like to drink a lot of Alizé and, you know, get your new name bottles and stuff like that. Finest lotions, you know, we got to buy the best lotions for our skin, and, you know, make sure our girls get to feel good, super good. Not just good, but just super good. But it says, but you do not grieve over the ruin of Joseph. Therefore, you will be the first amongst an exile. That's why everybody wants to be a Jew. See? Because when you first went to exile, Judah, the enemies jumped on you first. Because you roar like a lion. You know what I mean? So now you done mixed with the nations. Now you sit back eating steak. You know, you're sucking on the bones. And knowing that the woman of seven that sits on 7 hills is riding you. You know what I mean? So there goes that roar. And also the Most High says, I did hear the pride of Jacob detest the fortress, and I will deliver up the city and everything in it. You know. He also says there's a story about Amaziah, who was a guy, and he got mad at Amos. He says, get out, you seer, go back to the land of Judah and earn your bread there and do your prophecy there. You know what I mean? So he didn't even want to hear the message. You know, but here's what, this is what the Most High told Amos to tell him and the rest of you guys. And it's come to pass. Your wife will become a prostitute in the city, and your sons and daughters will fall by the sword. Your land will be measured and divided up. You yourself will die in a pagan country, and Israel will certainly go into exile and away from the native land. This is Amos chapter 7, verse 17. Chapter 8, real quick. It says, now this is what you do on the streets too for y'all thugs and hood rich and hood niggas and all, you know, whatever y'all call on themselves. It says, y'all skim the measurement, boosting the price, cheating the dishonest scales, buying the poor with silver and the needy for a pair of sandals, selling even the sweepings with the wheat. The Lord has sworn by the pride of Jacob, I will never forget anything they have done. So, the Most High is pissed off. Now here's the point where I really want to share with you guys is this. This is the most important, powerful statement. It says, the days are coming, declares the sovereign Most High, Yahweh, when I will send a famine through the land, not a famine of food or a thirst for water, but a famine of hearing the words of the Most High. Men will stagger from sea to sea and wander from north to east, searching for the word of the Most High, but they will not find it in that day. The lovely young women and the strong young men will faint because of thirst. They who swear by the shame of Samaria, or say, as sure as our God lives, O Dan, or as surely God of Beersheba lives, they will fall, never to rise again. So that's a quote right there that y'all wait praising all these false gods. Because now it started, they didn't even know it right then and there, that the thirst to hear the truth will be taken away. Will be given. You'll be thirsty. You'll be hungry to hear the truth, word of the Most High. And so now they changed the names of Yahshua to Jesus. They changed the holidays. They even call you African Americans and stuff right now, niggas. They even call you Afro Americans, African Americans. They call you everything but the truth. And y'all are famished from it and don't even know it. Much time is on here? Oh, okay, let's do a swear. There was another one. Oh, yeah. Christ also, in his own words, was saying something to share with y'all guys, and it's kind of that's kind of wonderful. It is wonderful. But it was written by Yeshua. He said that my burden is light. So he's saying his burden is light. Then why are we carrying a bed on our back? You know what I mean? Think about it. Think about this. He said his burden is light compared to those carrying a bed on their back. Got that video. Or his emotional burden is light compared to the burdens of this world. Okay, we got that. But if you living in peace, you have joy, and you know the Most High and the Most High sent you, then the burden wouldn't be physical, you weighing me down light. It would be the studying and the practicing of the Torah. Even though I don't condone the Yiddish writing, we condone the Hebrew, ancient Hebrew, Phoenician Hebrew. But his burden, wouldn't that be light as in knowledge? Wouldn't his burden be like that light of wisdom, because he knows the Most High, and of course the more that you know about the Most High, the more light your burden becomes. You know, it gets brighter. You know, it gets real light. You know, you can stand up right and you say, hey, well, I don't have no problems. You say, why not? Because my father got it. So, what he got? He said, you got everything. He said, well, what you got? I got everything my father got. And he say, well, I don't see nothing that you got. I said, oh, you stand on what's mine already. You know? He said, well, why don't you take it with you? You say, well, because everything we have, we share. That's in between life and death, what you share. So anyway, so we also have to realize that Jacob, the Judah too, was killing his brother, wanted to kill his brother. He lied to his dad. He tricked the other brothers to get into the plot, right? Because he told them about how he was going to rule over his brothers. We're talking about Israel. Jacob was the dad, but Israel was the 12 tribes. There's a difference. And so when Israel plotted to kill Joseph, that sounds like Cain and Abel. You know what I mean? Cain and Abel. You can kill and you able to change from that one. So, something to think about too, Judah and 12 tribes of Israel. And remember, not until King Solomon, David didn't worship no stars. So, something to think about that too, people. Till next time, as your servant, Omar Hosea. And you know how we say, should we keep speaking, or should we move in silence? Yeah.